business, and she's taught every school in East Coast, and she was an educator. I remember going to the New York hair shows with her when I was a child, and I just was like really drawn to makeup because I think it was a little bit about like, oh, I don't want to do exactly what my mom does kind of thing.
Right.
But I also had in my mind I come from a military family as well. I also kind of had in my mind, I don't know what happened here. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thing came up. I apologize.
That's okay.
That that wasn't going to be the most sustainable career. So I was like, I was doing makeup kind of like for proms and different things like that and realized I was good at it. I was also really bullied. So I did makeup on myself to mask myself. And I felt so good, and I just remember getting that, like, first compliment in school or something when I had makeup on. So, I got into it that way, but then I was gonna go to school for nursing, dropped out of nursing school, finished psychology, and then I was working in corporate as, like, an underwriter for insurance and
Wow.
for about 16 years, and I was doing makeup on the side. During that time, I was working at Mac. I actually built a pretty well-known wedding business at the time, and I had met my husband. Through these things had come just a different career path because I wanted to have a child and we were having issues. So, honestly, all of that being said, because I know it's long-winded and it's always a story to get here, but I think, like, my journey really started when I really had my child, and I was like, "I'm never going back to corporate America. I'm really gonna
Right.
focus on." I thought I was gonna do weddings. I thought I was gonna open a spa. I thought I was gonna do all these different things that I'm actually doing now. So, that was 9 years ago that I became full-time, and it's been a journey since with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead. I know that
No,
was
I was gonna say, like,
long-winded.
no, I love it. I have so many questions to go with it. Like, how did you end up then in New York City all the time
I know,
outside of the wedding?
crazy. I honestly I ended up in New York City, I think more because of I ended up signing on with an agent about 3 years ago. I, decided to put myself out there. Also, 3 years ago, I met, like, one of my biggest clients, and it was becoming, like, a more regular thing, and I reached out to an agency that I always wanted to be with and started freelancing. So I started freelancing a lot more in New York that way and just putting myself out there. I think that one thing I feel like people get scared of to do in this industry is actually like cold call and reach out to people and put yourself out there and think that people are going to come hand you things. No one's doing it. So you just got to advocate
Mhm.
for yourself. And I honestly, truly, that's what happened. I think it's really funny because most of the jobs that I've gotten, most of the people I've met have really been referrals. It's been
Mhm.
the craziest of people who have sat in my chair, the craziest people I have met, whether it be a stylist on set or an actor on set or, a CEO of a company. It's just kind of weird how it all kind of
They're all
happens. Yeah. It's
yeah.
never gonna be that like aha moment. Never.
Right.
Like people truly think, like people are like, I think advice that I'd want to give people too is like, what are you waiting for? Everyone's kind of
Right.
waiting like, oh, well, I'm waiting for that okay, or I'm gonna know
Mhm.
when the new moment feels right. I promise you, you're not.
Right.
You're not.
Yeah. I can everything you're saying, like, can also just be parallel to, like, anything in life. Like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think, like you just said, someone's gonna call them up one day and say, "Hey, I want you to come to New York City and do this, big person's makeup," and then everyone in the industry is gonna call you. Like, there's a lot more behind the scene
Yeah.
things that are going on. I think cold calling is I think that's what I did to you to get get you on
I
my,
love it.
podcast, cold message you.
I love it. I love it.
Um,